Hi friends, it's Murph. Welcome to my kitchen. Thought I'd share with you this really great recipe that I love. It's been in the family for years as well. I like to bring it to like the office. It holds up really well. When you transport it, it's really good. I like it also for the summer. Of course, it's really good in the winter too, but it's actually called a sponge cake, and it's very light and really easy to make. And you know what? If you don't want to make it, you just call me and I'll take care of it for you. So I'm going to put it together for you. Really, really simple. Okay? So first we're going to start with 6 eggs. Today I decided that we're going to use the KitchenAid. Sometimes my hand mixer, it is really powerful and I end up getting like flour dust everywhere, and it's just a lot of work to clean up. And then this is 6 tablespoons of water. So we're going to snap that right in. And we're just going to beat this. There's a couple of steps. Hopefully that's not too annoying. There's a couple of steps that I'll really make sure I let you know, like you can't skip them. So, and then I'll post the ingredients and stuff after. That's basically all we're going to do. So we're going to beat the eggs. I have this guard on. Oh, let me turn you a little bit so you can see that. This is like the best thing ever. I love it. So if you can see that, it's got like a little spout, so I can have it mixing and be dumping things in. So I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Just try not to make a mess. I love this recipe. It was probably one of my favorites. I know everything's my favorite, hence why I'm this big. It was one of my favorites growing up. My mom always cooked it in a bundt pan, and you know how the bundt pan has the large area and then the smaller one? I was always hoping the large one was for me. My brother and sisters could get the little one, but I needed the big one. Like I said, it's really light. Not as light as like an angel food, but it's really, really good. Okay, so we did eggs, water, sugar, vanilla. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of flour. Take this off because this will be tricky, because usually I try to have everything, all my ingredients ready, so it's easier for me to show you. We'll do 2 cups of flour. Then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to add 4 teaspoons of baking powder. I just put my baking powder in here because I get it in like a 5-pound bucket. So it's just easier for me because I use these things a lot. So that's basically all we're going to do. We'll put this back on just so it doesn't splash. And mix that up to incorporate everything. So while that's mixing, let me tell you a little bit about the bundt pan. This is something that you don't want to skip. So I sprayed the pan with Pam, and then all I did was I put a little bit of flour in there, and I just kind of like was banging it around so it coats everything. So not joking, don't skip this part. There's something in the way that it cooks, and the flour cooks into the cake that it makes it like, I don't know how to explain it, but this like a little bit of a crust and sugary yumminess that, trust me, is so good. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I'll take this down. I'll top this off. We'll clean off the beater real quick. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump it in to this pan. Sometimes I just kind of turn it so it just fits in nice. Make sure you spray it really good, because you definitely don't want it to get stuck in there. So we're going to cook it at 325 for about 50 minutes. And I'll recap the recipe. So what I thought I'd do, is I'd really like to give this away to someone. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to hear from you and let me know what's your favorite, how about what's your favorite recipe? Or how about what is your favorite thing that, of mine that you've tried that you like? And if you haven't tried anything, how about you post something about what you'd like to try? Just so I can get a little feedback. I always like that. It's really interesting to hear what everybody has to say. So here's our sponge cake. Like I said, we're gonna cook that for 50 minutes. And that's 50, not 15. I think it sounded like 15. Sorry about that. I'll post the recipe and let me know by like 8 o'clock. I will do a drawing of anyone that has mentioned either what they like or what they want to try. I'll put everybody's name into a bucket. I'll do a drawing and whoever's made a comment will be in that drawing, and I'd love to give this to you. So I'll probably be in my pajamas by 8 o'clock because I usually get up at 3:30 to start cooking before I head to work, so we can make arrangements for tomorrow. You can either stop by or I can drop it off, but I'd love to give this to you. So how I like to eat it before I let you go, once I like to serve it on a platter. Like if I was bringing it to like the office for a party or something, I like to put fresh fruit like around it. And then maybe like I've done blueberries and blackberries and strawberries, even right in the center. So once you invert it, it's really pretty. It makes that dome look all the way around. And then of course serve it with some Cool Whip or whipped cream or something like that. So I hope you like it. Let me know what you want and I'll talk to you soon. Hope all is well. Take care.